And welcome back everybody to another stream with me, Oyasumi. Sorry for the delayed start. And I'm sure Francis will join us in a second, but he was in the last stream. For the VOD viewers, this is coming immediately after a different stream, so I'm going to try to separate my streams up into shorter, well, streams, just so they're a little bit more, just so the VODs are a little bit more approachable for viewers. And so, and for anyone who is watching the live stream and maybe doesn't want to miss out, but also doesn't want to, what's it called, watch like 4.5 hour streams. So yeah, that's why we're here. I think Francis might literally just be sticking in the old stream link and might be stuck there. So I'm gonna send him a message real quick after I adjust that. And then we'll get started. But yeah, we're chilling. Honestly, it was pretty rough in Apex at the start, but then the last game was a good game, so we'll take it. Ended on a good note. Now we're back onto the hardcore. Hardcore seasonal, level 66, right about to hit 70. Then we can really start having fun. We got Mage Fist. Oh yeah, and then we also have Unstable Scepter for Arcane Orb. And we have Frozen Orb, which I'm gonna keep. Frozen Orb is just way too powerful. Even with Mage Fist, like, there's no point in going to Scorch, was it? Yeah, Scorch. Frozen Orb's just so much better room clear. So much, Persia is just better damage in general, honestly. Yeah, I'll just keep this setup. Ooh. I don't know if you guys heard that, that was my hip. I love having Wormhole. Just having 2 bellies is so nice. I can't wait until I get Aether Walker. And then Unstable Scepter is just so strong. Because it's a damage multiplier and double explosion damage, right? Or double explosions, right? Conduit Pylon. No res chest, but that's alright. Francis is gonna complain about how the music is not fitting for the Diablo game, but it's fine. Ooh. Got a ring. Okay, there's one gob there. Is that all of them? Is that the last one, I should say? I really don't want to miss a gob. Yeah, I think I got all of them. Nice. Popping diamond skin right there because it was looking a little bit iffy. Oh, there was one more gob. If I had no music on, I probably would have heard that gob, but it's not worth turning music off just to hear gobs. I'm really surprised we got a gob pack like that. First rift. Oh, I just got really lucky. So when you open up a rift, there's a very low chance of... It's called a goblin floor. And so there's a big pack of goblins. Honestly, that one was a little bit small. But yeah, it's super, super nice loot. And if you get one of those like at the start of the season, close to level 70 or like right when you get to level 70, it's such a huge bonus, such a big boost. Like you're just like guaranteed to do well in the leaderboard, I guess, if you can get a good legendary. Secret cow level? If I get the drop, I'll definitely show you. Cause you need a bovine bardage? I don't know what it's actually called. You need a polearm, a bovine polearm. And when you throw that into the cube, you can open up a portal to the cow level. My bag's a full. I really want to just find the, get to the guardian. There we go. I cannot talk. I'm so... It's rough. I'm just dumb. But yeah, if I find the drop, I'll definitely open up the cow level for you. It's a fun little place. Whole lot of drops there as well. Oops, not what I meant to do. I messed up all the inputs right there. Bullcathos wedding band. It's a pretty decent ring. Actually, before I salvage, I should check to see if there's any greens. Nope. The goblins also give a whole bunch of EXP, so it's really, really nice. Oh, I forgot to use my second telly. I'm still not completely back up to speed with timings, cooldown timings. Don't have the feel for them quite yet. Within 3 seconds. I got a really big part of Hollow Knight spoiled for me. I'm so sad. Earlier in the day when I was on YouTube, I've been listening to a lot of the Hollow Knight soundtrack, and so YouTube has been giving me Hollow Knight recommendations, and one of the ones just had massive spoilers in the thumbnail to the video. That was so sad. I mean, to be fair, the game is many, many years old now, so people have stopped worrying about spoilers, but it's still disappointing. It's a fantastic game though, Francis. I highly recommend playing. And I definitely know how you feel about like feeling like you're lost in this like giant maze of a world. I definitely think it's pretty important to, number one, always buy the maps when you can, and number two, there's a charm that you can equip that shows your location on the map, and that is, those two are super important. I mean, I wouldn't call it like a 180, because it's not like I hated the game or anything. I was just like, the game's alright. but I did not give it a proper chance. Yeah, I wasn't like super interested. I was just like, it's alright. I just had a lot of other games that I wanted to play at the time, so I didn't end up playing it. And I regret that. It's one of the small things that is okay regretting, right? Wishing I played that a little sooner. I'm really excited to finish the game though, because then I can start looking at like all of the cool content for it and not have to worry about spoilers. Is there a sequel, like, coming out? I had no idea that there was a sequel. I will absolutely be getting it then. 100%. Oh, that sounds so interesting. Is it the same, like, events in the original, just playing as Hornet, or is it Hornet in a completely new story? Nice. This level only comes once. Enjoy it while you can. Ah, gotcha. I'll have to do some research into that. It'll be really fun to play as Hornet. Did you get to the Hornet boss battle in your playthrough? Finish the garden area? Yeah. I always really loved her like little, I don't even know what you call it, when she like has the circle of ribbons around her. I know it's the needle going around, but it looks like a ribbon, I guess. I love that attack. This is so cool. It's just like whipping the needle around really quickly around her in a spherical manner. Heart of Thorns. Unlucky. Heart of Iron, sorry. It gives you thorns. Yeah, it's a really cool skill. I really like that skill. I'm looking forward to being able to use that skill. Had all charms equipped to fight last boss. That sounds ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, if you had every single charm, does not surprise me. Wow. I can't even, like, begin to imagine, because I don't even have, like... Actually, I think I have just around half of the charms now. There's so many charms out there. And I don't know how to get most of them. I'm sure I've just missed a bunch of secrets. The game's just so fun with having, like, discovering all the secrets that are around. Yeah, getting charms at first is definitely pretty slow. So the follower, as it is right now, is not like super helpful. Like, he's okay. He makes a small difference. Definitely not enough to make up for like not having actual party members, but it's a small boost. But next patch, next season, followers are getting a huge bonus. So it should make solo a lot nicer. Yeah, you really have to grind to make money in the early game. You don't actually have to grind, but early game I just like kill everything I see and try to make it as quick as possible just to like train my mechanics. So the change to the follower is actually going to be permanent. So when next season drops, as it stands right now, there's actually going to be no special seasonal like effect. And that follower change is going to the entire game, season and non-season. And it's going to be permanent. So what happens is, alright, let me get to a safe place. Alright, so when you open up the follower inventory, you see how they have a pretty limited inventory. What's changing is this is now going to be an entire inventory like yours. And I think there's a couple, I think like maybe the rings aren't, actually no, he has rings, yeah, he has the entire inventory like yours. And specific legendary equipment are going to have, like specific legendary powers are going to be called emanate powers. And if it has that emanate modifier, that means when your follower is wearing it, you also get the effect. And so a lot of like really nice quality of life items are going to emanate, so you can just keep those on your follower, and then you get to replace that piece of equipment with something that's actually useful, that's actually like useful to the build. Yeah, so it's gonna be really nice. You still have to grind, like farm to get those legendary equipment, but once you have them, you don't have to worry about like, oh, how am I gonna work this into my build? You just have to, you can just put them in. So they specifically made it so there's pretty much only one item that gives you a like significant DPS boost that is going to emanate. Every other item is just like quality of life stuff, but given the quality of life stuff, it's going to make rifts much faster. It's going to make any content you do a lot faster for like 99.99% of builds. And they're also making some like changes to the current legendary sets, so metas are changing a little bit, but honestly, if you're not like pushing tops of leaderboards, meta doesn't really matter. Like pretty much all the builds are good enough for most of the content. There it is, level 70. Oh. Alright, let me change up my equipment real quick now that I hit 70. And then we'll blaze through the rest of this. Quote unquote, blaze through. Probably gonna still be pretty slow. Do I have anything in the stash that I can use? Not really. Oh, there's this. Firewalkers? 20% toughness, I'll take that on a hardcore. Old dex. I don't get a legendary power, but that Tal Rush is plus 20% damage, so definitely gonna take this. And then new passive. I'll go with Dominance just because this is a hardcore. Dominance gives me extra shields when I kill stuff. How much of a DPS loss was that? 4%, not bad at all. How many DBs do I have? I have 34. I can upgrade another wand. So early on in leveling a character and setting up a build, obviously what you want to do is get your build related items. I don't have a specific build I'm going for, so I'm just upgrading wands. It's generally pretty strong stuff that you could get, but I'm not getting so lucky. So, not actually much of a power boost. In fact, my power... Actually, no, I got the amulet, so... Just a small power boost. But much tankier, so... That's nice. Bran, have you heard anything from Ryan? After we heard about after last time we were gonna play Diablo? Yeah. Yeah, I guess we could reach out, check up on him, see if he's doing alright. I don't know. He's a busy man, living the married life. Doesn't have as much time for games as we do. Yeah. I feel you there. I guess we should just leave it to him. He can reach out when he's able to. Do I have anything else to put in here? I do not. Okay, let's try a Greater Rift. Not 30. I do like Frozen Orb. I don't want to push this too hard though, just because it's a hardcore. We'll try Greater Rift 15. Okay, still do decent damage to white mobs. Yeah, this should be doable. Oh, Francis, if you do decide to play Hollow Knight again, if you decide to give it another go, actually, I don't even know if you want to hear this. Do you want a tip on, like, something you should, like a mechanic that you should be practicing? Yeah, sure. So when you slash, you know how it like has like a little knockback, right? So with that knockback, it also happens when you slash downwards. So when you slash downwards, you get like a little pop back up, like the momentum reverses or whatever you want to say. And it's a very important mechanic in the game. Like, a lot of stuff becomes a lot easier. And some stuff is pretty much reliant on it. I don't think you necessarily need to master it to get through the game, like story-wise, but if you want to like go for secrets, and if you just want like an easier time with bosses, then it's definitely something you should practice. It's like getting used to the whole knockback, little pop-up. For me, it reminds me of like a pogo stick. Because you're just like bouncing up and down and up and down and up and down. I've never been on a pogo stick before. I've always wanted to try. Have you ever ridden a pogo stick before, Francis? What is this? Oh, a little rogue. Never. I feel like it'll be a lot of fun. I have never ridden one before, so I would not know. Also, I'm gonna transfer some stuff from my other hardcore character on this account. Just to make things go a little bit faster. Because they have a Legacy of Nightmares gem. And Bane of the Powerful. Let me see if there's anything else I can swap over. Doesn't look like it though. Yeah. But yeah, that whole pogo sticking, whatever you want to call it, in Hollow Knight is very important. It makes things so much easier. So I got this Legacy of Nightmares, so I really want to use it, but I just got this really nice ring, honestly. This is a very nice placeholder. Okay. Very solid. I'll take it. So what Legacy of Nightmares does is, it's not max rank. You can see next to the name it says rank 25 out of 99. But if you don't have any set bonuses equipped, you increase your damage dealt by basically 100% and reduce your damage by 2% for every legendary item you have equipped, and that bonus is doubled for ancients. So if you don't have a set effect, having this is pretty much like required. It makes it so much nicer. I'm trying to think of what to gamble for. Probably Helm. Hopefully get a Wizard Helm. I did not. I could probably do 22 easily. I am a little bit worried about my toughness though. As far as damage goes, I should be melting these guys. So once next season drops, I think I'll be streaming Diablo a good little bit. So it looks like it's going to drop at the start of next month, or somewhere around there. So, I mean, I was already planning on playing the season, I should say. So, might as well stream it. That's not the right way to say it. I should definitely stream it. And I don't know, maybe we'll get a little bit competitive with it again. I used to be competitive with seasons, but I don't have the hours to put into that anymore. But we'll see how we do. Maybe I'll try to like clear up my schedule so like the first week of the season and the first couple days of the season I can try hard on it. Progress will definitely be slow because I'm solo playing, but a lot of the people who are group playing aren't going to be on the solo leaderboard because they'll just be staying in their groups. So who knows? Maybe I can still get a decent spot on the solo leaderboard. Oh, next time they're also splitting up the leaderboards into different builds, so it's going to be a lot easier to get higher rankings. Maybe I can just use like a build no one else is using and snag a rank 1 spot. Post that to Twitter. Tweet that, I should say. Gotta get with the lingo. Gotta be one of the cool kids. Is Twitter even cool anymore? Or is it just normie stuff? Not gonna lie, I got a little bit nervous there. Didn't know if I was gonna make it through that. That would have been embarrassing to die right after I hit 70. Ooh, 3 legendaries, not too shabby. Broken Crown is useless. This looks like S of Johan. It's not bad. I want to drop the Squirts, honestly. The Squirts is making me nervous. What Squirts does is the longer you don't take damage, the more damage you do, but the more damage you take on the next hit. Yeah, not the greatest of rolls, but I'll take it. I just want to get off of squirts. I'll take it. It's not bad. So with the Broken Crown I can get a lot more topazes and... Oh, no, I'm on hardcore. Don't greed, I'm on a hardcore. Gotta tell myself that. Let me try out a harder torment level, just so I can get a good feel for the rift, greater rift. Let's see how I do in T6. I should still be running through things in T6. But yeah, once new season drops, I'm gonna try hard, in the beginning at least. Or at least I'm gonna try to. Hopefully it doesn't like conflict with testing schedules and stuff. So who knows how my classes are gonna go. Your class is going okay, friend? No big changes? Are you still doing middle school, high school, early high school level math? Guess Francis isn't around, away from his keyboard. That's fine though. I'll ask him when he gets back, if I even remember all the questions I've been asking him. I really gotta get better at Light of Grace, not bad. Not gonna use it though. I really gotta get better at distancing with orbs, with Frozen Orb. To get the maximum damage output from the double explosion. So that's the big damage dealer for as far as champion packs go. So if I can master the distancing properly, that's redundant. I can master the distancing properly. Man, my brain is not working right now. Should increase damage output by a lot. Welcome back, Francis. I was just talking about how I need to master getting this distance right, where the Frozen Orb explodes. And... let's see, what else was I talking about? I was talking about maybe going hard next season to try to get like some decent leaderboard placement. Oh yeah, I also talked about classes. How are your classes going? You still doing middle school, early high school level math? Man, why'd you have to teleport just then? It's perfect distancing on my Frozen Orb. switch to college real quick. Yeah, still is a little weird that you had to go through it. Classes are good, lots of review. That's good to hear. How are my classes? They're going. Oh, so when I said rare, it's specifically goblin floors where a whole like pack of them spawns at one time. Goblins themselves aren't like super rare or anything like that, and towards the end of the season, towards the end of every season recently, they've been putting a buff where instead of one goblin spawning, they always spawn as pairs, just to like increase drop rate a little bit. So, actually not rare there. It's only the big packs that are rare. Ooh. Why is this such a huge damage bonus? Oh, much better damage roll. Oh, that's a level 61, that's why. Okay. I'll take it. Awesome. I'll just salvage that. It's only level 61. And it's an ancient, so I get double bonus from Legacy of Nightmares. Nice. How many DBs do I got? 20, not enough. But as far as my classes are going, 2 of them are going really well. The 2 easy classes, Music Theory, and I'm also taking an Oceanography class, just to fill up some of my their unrestricted credit requirements. So literally can take anything I want. And then I did not do so hot on my last math test, so grade sitting a little bit low there, probably sitting at like a high C, low B, like C plus, B minus range. So I definitely want to bring that up. And then my CS course is hard. And we just took our first quiz. Don't have grades on that yet, so I won't know what my actual grade is until we get that back. Hopefully it turned out alright. You think if someone is trans and got into a relationship, they need to be forward with that information at the beginning? If you're going into a relationship, yes. I feel like that is a very significant part of who you are. And I understand how someone who is trans wouldn't want to be viewed as differently than someone naturally of that, someone who is naturally biologically of that gender. However, the simple fact of the matter is that it's not seen that way yet. And so I think it's only fair to the partners, to the significant other, to share that information. And if you are, I don't know, I feel like if you're close enough to them to want to start a relationship with them and everything, you trust them enough to tell them that information and not to be judged for it and viewed differently for it. Yeah, that's kind of my rambling 2 cents on it. Always wanted to do oceanography, but class is too full. Ending during something else, yeah. Oceanography is an interesting class. I'm glad I took it. And our professor is... he's an old man. He's not the best professor, but he's super sweet and super nice. Less gaming, more studying. Honestly, it's not so much a matter of studying. I'm putting in pretty similar hours to what I studied last semester. I'm just not doing well this semester. Like, honestly, burnout is real. Like, I'm putting in the hours, but I feel like I'm not learning anything. Then if I want to try to, I don't know, put more hours, I'm just even more burned out. Just stuck in a pretty crappy situation as far as academics go. And honestly, gaming has been helping me unwind and ease the burnout a little bit. Because I'm doing something other than sitting in my room in front of my desk, like at my desk, studying online, paying way too much money for something I could get for free, an MIT OpenCourseWare. The only thing is, these ones actually count towards a degree. Really is a predatory system they got going on. The US university system. What can you do? Gotta play by their rules. Maybe even though you're putting in the same amount of hours, feel like other responsibilities like gaming kind of adds onto it, like even though it's a nice break, I think it adds to burnout. I see where you're coming from, but I disagree. I don't think it's adding to my burnout. It's definitely more responsibilities to take care of, so I'm doing more in a day, but how do I word this? For me, it's not... I don't know. It's not adding to my burnout. I can guarantee that, though. Like, the burnout is all about doing my schoolwork and motivation for that. Glad you understand, because I'm not explaining it well. Oh, I might have gone a little too high in the Greater Rift level. This could be dangerous. I only have 10 million toughness. I'm gonna have to play this smart. I'm gonna have to play it safe. I also totally forgot to add new music to the playlist. I was gonna find additional music to throw in here Sunday, but then I just got like super addicted to Hollow Knight. I just played Hollow Knight pretty much all day Sunday. You can actually say 10 mil toughness and that's still not enough. I mean... Okay, to put it in perspective... at this low torment level, or low Greater Rift and torment level, it's not super important, but once you start like pushing, you want hundreds of millions of toughness. if you want to feel secure on a hardcore. Is that face for me being addicted to Hollow Knight? Playing it all day on Sunday? Is Diablo 2 like this, where you constantly spam skills? Depends on what you're doing, what class you're playing, and how you want to play it. But if you want to be like efficient with it, you definitely need to be using your skills very, very often. Like the only ones that wouldn't, actually no, every class you want to be abusing your skills as much as possible. So yeah, it's not as like showy or flashy as Diablo 3, and there's a little bit more like nuance to it. But yeah, you're still, in the end, you're still just like spamming skills. So I personally feel like Diablo 3, it feels nicer to play. It lacks a little bit of the depth that I think is in Diablo 2 combat, but as far as, like, it just feels satisfying to play Diablo 3 and just like massacre your way through hordes of enemies. But that's not what people really looked for from the Diablo series. That's not what they have been doing historically. So a lot of people were really thrown off by it and really turned off by it. Do you think you're gonna get the Diablo 2 remaster, friend? Are you gonna try Diablo 2? Or if you don't care about graphics, you could always just try the old Diablo 2. Pretty sure I have an extra CD key that you could use, or you can just like, if you don't plan on playing online, you can just play single player. Also, posture check and hydration check. You think you will? So there's no release date yet, but people are thinking it's going to be relatively soon because they already had a lot of like gameplay footage out, and in the end they're not really changing much about the game. They're pretty much just adding the 3D like graphics over the base game. So people don't think it's going to be too long. So a lot of people are saying definitely by the like sometime this year. Some people are even saying like summer this year. You can transfer your old saves to the remaster? If you're playing single player, probably. Because I'm pretty sure they said it's going to be the regular Diablo 2 game, like running in the background basically, but then with 3D graphics over it, and just like small changes to optimization. So I wouldn't be surprised if you can port your single players over, but if you want to play online on Battle.net, then definitely gonna have to make new characters. There we go. Nice and quick socket. So in D3, once you hit 70, having sockets in your accessories are super important for legendary gems. Is older Yang Civ also getting Diablo 2 remastered? Yeah, he's definitely going to end up getting it. I mean, he's also a really big fan of the game and the franchise in general. So, he's definitely going to get it. I don't know if he's going to like get it on release date, just because he works like pretty long hours and usually doesn't game on weekdays. So if it releases on a weekday, he's probably not going to get it release day. But if they release it on like a Friday or a weekend, then he's probably going to be grinding from day one. Are you gonna get D4 on release or waiting? Current plans are to get it on release, but depending on like how close it is to Diablo 2 remaster release and all that, I don't know. I feel like just from a business perspective, Blizzard, even if they were ready at around the same time, they would purposely push back Diablo 4 to release later. But yeah, currently planning on getting it on release. Should be a lot of fun to play, and should be a lot of fun to stream as well. And a good way to get discovered, I guess, to build up more of a following playing a brand new game. Of course, the vast majority of people are going to go to the big names who are going to stream it, but since there's going to be so much attention around the game, maybe some people will look at the smaller streamers. And if they sort by lower number of viewers, lowest number of viewers, then we're definitely going to be one of the lowest. Actually, what am I saying? It's going to be a while until that releases. Maybe I'll build up a following before that. I also saw a really interesting idea as far as D2 goes. Pretty big Diablo 2 streamer named Mr. Llama. He streamed himself doing 2 speedruns at the same time. I just thought that was a really interesting and clever idea. Really unique. And then he had like an APM counter and everything. Yeah, so he opened up 2 Diablo 2 instances. He played on windowed, like small windows, so you can like easily go back and forth between them. And like he called it a speed run because he was trying to do things as quickly as possible, but obviously having to control 2 games at the same time, it wasn't exactly quick according to speedrun standards. Still faster than I would assume most people who play the game. It's because most people who play the game aren't trying to speedrun it. It was really fun to watch though. And Diablo 2 also isn't like as fast-paced and hectic as Diablo 3. So there's definitely time between inputs that you can manage two different games at the same time. Oh, I got lucky with this. Got the really nice legendary. Follower cannot die. Got a Mantle of Channeling, which is pretty nice. I'll take it. Pretty low roll, but that's okay. And I'll re-roll this blizzard damage to hopefully get. There we go. I'll resist. Alright, and I'm gonna change my energy armor, because this gives me resistances. Or, no, this gives me armor. I forgot. It's prismatic that also increases armor resistance. Alright, never mind. I'll keep that. Yeah, I was trying to think of like, is there any game that I'd be able to play two of at the same time? That's not like, I don't know, really slow paced, like chess. Like I would suck, but I feel like I could pull off playing two games of chess at the same time. But I suck normally, so not much of a difference. D3? I don't think so. Not with any, like, any modicum of success. D3 is just a little bit too fast-paced, I think, to play two at the same time. I don't think it's even possible to run two D3 clients at the same time. Would be fun to try, but yeah, I don't know if it's possible to run the clients. Also, I don't know if my parents like changed thermostat settings, but it is hot in my room right now. Big shirt off. I actually have a hoodie on right now, so I'm definitely going to take this off after I get done with this rift. Tetris? Maybe. That would be interesting. Because like early levels of Tetris, definitely. But then as it gets faster, it'll be... Huh. I don't know, maybe I'll try that. See how it goes. And my shirt. Take off my shirt too. How do you normally dress when you're like at home, Francis? I guess it probably changes with like what season it is, but like summertime, are you like one of the people that like spends all their time at home shirtless? Muse Dash? I don't know how you expect me to play 2 rhythm games at the same time. That would be... I have mad respect for anyone who can pull that off. A little bit nervous, not gonna lie. This guy does a lot of damage, and most of my toughness is in my shields, so as soon as the shields go, I'm gonna like melt. Definitely shorts 99% even winter. Actually, hold up, I'm gonna finish this boss fight first before I read that. Yeah, the shields are gone, and I lose my health like instantly. Okay, we're safe. So definitely shorts like 98% of the time, even in winter. I still get cold during winter, but too lazy per pants, so I sit there shivering. Alright, you do you. And now I only sleep shirtless. Okay. Sir, I don't remember you sleeping shirtless during our band trips. I just wear a t-shirt and shorts during hot weather. Since not in RVA alone anymore, can't do tanks since mom will see scars. Gotcha. Makes sense. Started during college, got introduced to it, and it was life-changing. Oh, actually, I think I remember you telling me about that. Never mind, never mind. You're right, you're right. Alright, one sec. Let me take off this hoodie. Send pic. Alright, I got you. Alright, there you go. Sent the pic. Do you have future music project in mind? Yeah, so I've actually already started. It's just gonna be another Hololive song that I'm arranging. Instrumentation is... I want to focus a little bit more on the melodica, just because I feel like that's just like the most interesting instrument that I play. And definitely going to record video for it. I've been playing in the dark this whole time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't really know why I do and don't. Yeah. I mean, one thing is it definitely helps me stay awake, having bright lit room. Not to say I don't enjoy streaming and would fall asleep without it. Actually, I'm gonna keep the Warzerchian arm guards. Also, why is this not open? There we go. Do you usually play in the dark, Princess? Or do you keep it well lit as well? I'm assuming by you being surprised means you usually stay in the dark. No, you're gonna call it here? Alright, that's fine. Go to bed. Good night, Francis. Usually dark. Yeah, I'm still up for Minecraft. Absolutely. Tomorrow's actually one of my break days from school, so I'm gonna spend a lot of it doing work, studying, but it should be less stressful than usual. I should be totally up for Minecraft. A little bit more time to spend on like projects, like the next music project that's coming up. Work more like Hollow Knight. Hey now. You don't need to call me out like that. You might be right, but you don't need to call me out like that. No, I do need to be called out. I'm actually like addicted to Hollow Knight right now. It's just such a good game. I love it so much. But anyways, you are going to bed, Francis. Good night, sir. Thank you for sticking around. I don't want to hold you here. I'll also have to ask Sarah, because she also played Hollow Knight, right? I didn't know I wasn't live again. Oops. What does that even mean? You weren't live for what? I was just gonna ask Sarah about Hollow Knight, because she has also played the game, right? Or am I thinking of something totally different? Gotcha. Couple seconds behind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has. On Switch, gotcha. We can all nerd out about Hollow Knight together. If you even continue to like it. If she even liked it. What if she just played the game and hated it? I have a feeling she doesn't like it as much. Sad. Very sad. I don't know how she likes like challenging games like that though. And games that tell the story in such a cryptic, slow burn kind of way. So I can definitely see Hollow Knight not being certain people's styles. Like, not their cup of tea. Someone beat Hades with a pomegranate controller? Is it like those people who like hook up wires to like whatever fruit or vegetables and then they just... Of course. Of course. I'm surprised it took this long, honestly. That's fantastic. I love that kind of content. Like, it's just so creative and unique. And such a interesting challenge. Like, such an interesting way to challenge yourself. I'm getting such bad luck with weapons. With re-rolling weapons. Play my friend Pedro. You listen to an all-knowing banana. Beat the game with a banana controller. I don't know how to do that. Like, how do those people even get those controllers to work? Like, how do you get it to register inputs? I guess you just throw switches in there? I mean, I'm sure I can find a tutorial for how to set it up. I'm the smartest person, you know? That's kind of sad. You need to find and meet new people, Francis. If I'm the smartest person, you know? Surely you can do better than me. Also, I've started to write my application for HoloLive. Like, I've gone through and started actually writing through like answers for the questions. Jenny, she's... Why are you so mean to Jenny? Yes, sir. Excited. Even though I know as a fact that I won't be getting in. And just repeating it over and over so you don't get your hopes up. What are some of the questions? I mean, a lot of them are pretty basic. Like, expected, I should say. Not basic, but like, why do you want to join HoloLive? Like, what made you choose HoloLive? One of them's like, who is your favorite HoloLive? Or, actually, it's who is your favorite VTuber? So, not technically limited to one of the HoloLive people. Jenny is dumb, and she's just as mean. You guys are never around. Okay, but is she mean because she's mean, or is she mean because you're mean to her? And they also ask, like, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a Twitch channel? What's your experience like talking to interacting with audiences and streaming and stuff? What's your like video editing experience? Things of that nature. I'm nice from time to time, and she starts being mean. Though I saw no point of being nice. Alright, if you say so. I feel like having this virtual avatar, if anything, it does not help with my posture. If anything, it makes it worse. Just because I know I don't have to keep my posture all Perfect. I got a new chair though. We went to Costco and I don't know. The exercise ball was nice in the beginning, but it just got so tiring. So annoying. So I just went out and got an actual chair. Posture's been getting real bad, mostly from weight gain. Time to start running those miles in the backyard trails. Go running around the neighborhood. New chair, look at me. It's random Costco chair. Go away. Running is one of the best ways to lose weight. Also, didn't you say you were gonna go to bed, Francis? Wait, I'm lactose intolerant? Yes, sir. I am, indeed. I distracted you. I literally don't even have a sexy voice. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you have headphones on right now? Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, can you hear me talking from the left? What about here from the right? And now I'm in the center? Can you hear me? Well, I know you can hear me, but does the stereo work? Right now, can you hear me talking into your left ear? Nope, it's in both. Yeah, I figured as much. Center, ooh, yes. Do you like it when I talk right here? You like the sound, Francis? Do you want me to whisper? I know ASMR. A lot of the ASMR people like to whisper a lot. Is this cool? Or would you rather have me talk in a fuller voice? Maybe I can talk deeper? I don't know, I don't feel like my deep voice is very sexy though. I think I found another turn on. You know, we all discover new kinks one way or another. Alright, you go do you, Francis. No judging. I'm glad you found another thing that you like. Good night, sir. Have a good one. Thanks for always being around. And looking forward to Minecraft later. So I'll make sure to get new music for tomorrow, especially because it's going to be a Minecraft stream. Like, definitely should have some new fresh music, new fresh beats. I said beats right there, but I feel like it also kind of sounded like meats. that a shield? No, it's a strength. Good. It's a good thing I didn't stand in there. Lose my hardcore right after, or it was conduit, not strength. Lose my hardcore right after Francis leaves. Guess it'll be better than losing it while he was there. While he was here, I should say. But yeah, I'll make sure I have a bit more music for tomorrow's stream, or later tonight's stream. I'm just gonna call it tomorrow, just to keep things simple. It's still Monday in my mind. Man, those shadow clones do so much damage. Literally do like 1,000 times more damage. On the big hits, I should say. So that was a couple hundred bill, right? Pretty sure I saw a couple hundred bill there. I really need NEMs. It's fine though. We're just chilling. We're having a good time. So those like duck quacks? Like, am I just hearing things? Was that not a duck quacking? It's 100% a duck. There's no way. You can't tell me that is not a duck. Oh man, you gotta charge off. My shields are really weak. Can't believe the Mad Lad actually just put duck sounds as a duck quack as a what's it called now? I can't even think anymore. My brain is just dead. I don't know. Brain's not doing its thing. My one brain cell, my two brain cells just aren't doing. They are not rubbing together and producing thought. I got the Hydra set boots. Thank you, Mr. Shadow Clone. Soloing the Rift Guardian in no time at all. Don't do it? Yes. I'm probably gonna call it soon. Like, my brain is actually not functioning right now. I'm gonna swarmy. Really don't need not using Archon at all. I'll keep that for later just to keep the set, but don't need the boots either. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna ever use Swami or whatever it's called. I don't really like Archon builds. I'm actually gonna call it right here as well. Like, we got a good amount of Diablo in. So, thank you very, very much for coming, VOD viewers. Thank you very, very much for watching. Tomorrow we're playing Minecraft with Francis and Kai if she can make it. I hope she can. But even if she can't make it, I do think I'm going to stream Minecraft. So, look forward to that. I'll have new music, so you can definitely look forward to that, so you're not listening to the same, like, 18 or something-ish tracks on repeat that I have currently. and socials in the description. I dropped my music project last week, so if you want to have a listen to that, it's instrumental arrangement of Hosho Marin's Ahoy. Absolutely banger song. Even if you don't listen to my instrumental version of it, go listen to the original because it's amazing. And yeah, that's all I have. Thank you very much for coming again. If you like what you see, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing and come become a sleepyhead with me. Alright, bye everyone, good night. Oyasumi.